Who did this to humans? Who did this to humans? People have been programmed to pay for their own prison in a prison facility. Like if you begin to study your environment, it becomes clear that the planet is a prison facility. You pay for your own prison. It's a house to you. But no one is thinking, why doesn't the houses come in, a circular, shape? So it's a square. Try to put you in a box, and they did successfully, and you even paid for it. It's called a house. Now, the currency doesn't exist. Is the fiat currency means like as an I owe you paper, and that's what's now called money. It's not backed by anything. But people are giving their time and the energy just to get that leaf, that paper. Many even do destructive things just to get that paper. It's still of no value. But the true value is the human time, the human intelligence, the human's heart, the human's presence. These are things that are very, very important. But people, condemn them. When you see someone on the street, you do not even just program or think about the process that took into, manifesting that person there in front of you. And then, give thanks for it. Give thanks for someone's existence. If people are not living in that dimension, that state of mind, still it's a myopic space where they're trying to get ahead of someone, the survival thinking, the survival mode. You have to be first. You have to be richer than. You have to, even people, you're exposing people's, celebrating people due to the numbers of paper that they have. And that's what most people are using to, measure those who are of a certain caliber, perhaps a certain class, or a certain level of enlightenment, perhaps. Yeah, well, that doesn't work often because the financing is not something that you want to expose yourself with when you become enlightened, because that's when you realize that the world is being manipulated to keep people in a small, tiny box, and then you pay for your prison, and then you want to get money, you're paying to get loans in debt. Basically, you're buying debt from the bank, but you're giving them real sweat, but you're buying debt back. So every say 5 naira, $5, five whatever you have is actually a debt. You don't have that, because where do you take the money to? And what do you get back for even having that money to begin with? And what did it cost you? And what's the value of the energy that you put into making something of no value? It's really a whirlwind of disaster the more you look into it. But people are not looking into it. They're still confused about it. You're not understanding. And why is there a need to inject the little baby with chemicals, less than 1 year old? And they tell you this, that is to solve a certain kind of disease. Where is it coming from? The person, the marketer is telling you, giving you perhaps, the market story, or why you need to buy their product. And then feed you with a whole lot of toxic things just to get your body to be at a very, very low vibration, low enough for you to catch a disease, and then go to the pharmacy to buy the drug that they were expecting you to come to get after poisoning you, because you now want your vibration back up. They program people to believe that disease and aging, all these things are part of the human experience, and it never was and never will be. Ignorance has got humans going around in circle, kicking dust in the wrong direction, being blindfolded while at it. If you understand that you're not your body, you never were your body, you can now start beginning to understand the insignificance of racism. Because when you come from that perspective that you are not your body, you're a consciousness experiencing human, physical, whatever this is. Humans don't even have words for this thing, so let's just carry on. So when you realize that your spirit having a human experience, you begin to understand that the body is just a vehicle. So it doesn't matter what color it is, it doesn't matter even what sex it is, but often it's by preference. You want to be the gender you decide to when you come to this existence to experience reality. You choose what you want, and that's why you came in here the way you are. Well, there's been some manipulation causing, kind of influx between gender, but that's a story for another time. So now here you are, a beautiful being, biological star, and coming to the planet, you reduce yourself to an identity that you're your skin, you're the name, you're what are you? What are you really? Do you know who you are? Do you know how you got here? Do you know what you're doing here? Do you think the reason you're here is to, you know, get a job? The temp job is funny because if you check the story about how it came to be, you realize it's kind of slavery, with a hint of, breadcrumbs. It's exactly that. So why are you here? And if you weren't doing exactly what you're doing right now, what will you be doing? And if you knew better than what you know right now, what do you think you'll be doing or creating, perhaps?